Hello! Welcome everybody to a bottom of the ninth developer / marketing stream. This is the Handelabra channel. Thanks for joining us.
Hello!
Oh, I've got that monitor turned on. Yikes!
Bottom of the ninth.
Oh, I know. I have the stream going in a window. Whoops! You got to hear me talking to myself. But at least we know the stream is going, so I can close that window. Alright, so as I was saying, welcome to the Handelabra Games stream. We do believe in civil rights for all and being as inclusive as possible, so comments or activity in the chat that work against that will not be tolerated. If you enjoyed the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Be sure to check out all of the other shows here on our channel. We got Dolphins Dive Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, Tales from the Archive Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and of course Sentinels Live most Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. We did not have a Sentinels Live last night. I'm sorry. I was actually away with my wife for our anniversary. It was a trip that we planned before we realized that we were going to be in the process of getting ready to launch an app. And so John considered doing a solo stream or trying to find someone to help him out, but it ended up just making more sense to just scrub it so that we had more time to focus on bottom of the night, which is what we were doing. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handle. Joining me today, actually here in the office, is Krista, who you can't actually see. Reach over and wave, Krista. There she is!
Hi.
Krista, there she is. Okay, there's a question, will the Manager's Challenge solo mode? Not in version 1, but there is there's computer opponents that you can play against. So it's you'll see. It'll all be clear next Thursday when it comes out, and you can play it. It'll be a lot of fun. So today what we thought we would do, aside from just playing a little bit of Bottom of the Ninth, which is certainly something we are going to do, is in the spirit of showing you some behind-the-scenes-y kind of stuff. We thought, since the two people who are not working crazily on trying to finish the actual app itself, there's Krista and I, who are the marketing team, and we're working on trying to prep all of the other stuff that goes into getting an app out on the store. So I thought today we would show you, let me switch over to a different screen real quick, how we put together some of the marketing stuff that we do. First and foremost being all of the video editing stuff that Krista does. So first things first, I'm going to play you what's called the app preview. Now this is the preview it's a 30-second thing that you see when you're on the App Store before you actually see the screenshots. And because the full trailer, which if you watched last week is like a little bit over a minute, but this had to be cut down to 30 seconds, so it's only the second half of the song cut together with some gameplay and stuff like that. So I'm going to play that for you now. Word of warning, I can't adjust the volume of that directly, so it might be a little bit loud. So maybe turn your volume down now.
The final showdown is starting, can't miss a beat. All the fans are going wild at the edge of their seats as the pitcher and the batter stare each other down and try to be the best in town. It's so exciting not knowing who's gonna win at the end when the game is done. Because there's nothing that's quite like the thrill you feel in the bottom of the night.
For the bottom of the ninth. Okay, we need to harmonize, you and me. To the bottom of the ninth.
I can't really hear well in these.
Yeah, we're not really. There's a reason why we hired somebody else to do that. Jesse C says that they like the barbershop-ish harmonic feel. Yeah, that was actually one of the main things that Jean-Marc was looking for in the lyrics, and he found a really excellent person to do it for us. He's actually going to be releasing a video on his YouTube channel that has him sort of singing the song with himself, like 4 little cutouts. You'll see that next week. It should be coming out, hopefully, on the Thursday that we launch. But yeah, Krista, why don't you talk a little bit about the process of video editing? I mean, when I say to you, because I used to do all the video editing myself, but when I turn to you and say, all right, we need a trailer, go. What do you do?
Okay, well first, usually Jeremy and I discuss what we want out of the trailer, what's the end goal, what we want the message to be, or what we want the idea or the theme. And we sort of talk about what video clips we're going to need, or what assets or resources we're going to require. So sometimes that requires us talking to Jean-Marc and asking hey, can you cut us up some audio? We need it to be this long, or could you trim off the ends here, or whatever we need from him. And then once all of that is sent over, I usually try to listen through the music and the sounds that we're going to be using at least once or twice to sort of see where all the timing is going to be, especially if we need things to like hit at certain points. Like in the trailer, there's some timing where the two little phones are like bouncing, and we had like some difficulty trying to get them to like hit the marks that they needed to hit. So you end up listening to the same musical and sound components over and over and over, to the point where now I've had the theme song stuck in my head for a solid week.
Yes. And I will say too, in the same way that happened with Sentinels, Jean-Marc really has done it again, where I actually don't mind having this song.
No, I don't either.
Stuck in my head. And when we were doing our very first previews of Bottom of the Ninth, we just used a generic, Take Me Out to the Ball Game that we had found, and listening to that through an entire show, which we did at PAX East, and then we did again at RTX. That is a little crazy making. But this theme song feels good. I find myself whistling it like. Yeah, it's going to be echoing a bit because of the way that we're doing this. Krista's using my good mic, and I'm just using the mic on the iMac. So you're just hearing the ambient sound, unfortunately. We didn't have enough time to get a second mic set up, so this way you can hear her nice and smooth and smarmy, and you hear me sort of echoing. So I apologize for that, but it's the best we could do on this somewhat short notice. All right, cool. So that is sort of trailery stuff. And again, so now with this, we sort of had... Well, actually, to sort of follow along with that, we say, okay, well, what do we want this to do? What do we want it to show? What do we want it to see? And then one of us sort of captures what we need. And basically what that was me sitting with the phone attached to the computer, just capturing gameplay over and over again, trying to set up specific scenarios that I wanted to see, capturing it as video, which is then what we actually use to create the still screenshots that are going to go on the App Store, which is what we can talk about next. So I'm going to hide Final Cut, and now you'll see, this crazy blank canvas that you see here in front of you. So again, what we're talking about here is some of the marketing. What do we need to do to actually sell this game, not just make the game? John is the one who's doing a really good job of making the game with his awesome team of Jean-Marc and David and Jennifer, and actually Krista has been helping with that as well too. It's been all hands on deck for this particular situation. But one of the things I was working on last week is the screenshots. And so when you go to the App Store, you're used to seeing sort of 4 or 5 screenshots of gameplay, but we decided to try and do something a little bit more fun, a little bit different. It was an idea we saw that John actually saw an article about, which is sort of using your screenshots to tell a story. And so the first thing that we had we had John do for us is capture a very wide shot, like super ultra wide, of both the pitcher and the batter, so that you could sort of see. Actually, that's just the UI. So you can sort of see the entire field from that really wide angle. And it actually goes just as far to the other side as well. I'm using my hand motion even though I'm not on camera. And so we've got one from the pitcher side, then we've got one from the batter side as well. And then in this case, the UI that sort of lays over it is actually captured as a separate layer that he can just sort of capture by itself. So we can sort of mix and match and change it around. But so this is going to be the background. You can see those blue lines are where each of the individual screenshots is going to be chopped up when this whole thing gets outputted. And then we decided to use this to sort of, like I said, tell a story. So you've got the baseball field. The first shot is actually an actual screenshot, but then you've got extra baseball field that we can lay stuff over the top. So we can pop in another screenshot here that says roll the dice, which shows a pitcher roll happening. And we can pop in another screenshot of a crush roll where the batter meeple there is hit it, and you don't see the dice in this particular one. John actually set this one up and captured it so that we could have a really great shot of just the crush. And I got a nice little title there to hit it out of the park. Next one here, we've got running, because of course you gotta have running. Oh, they're talking about the umpire. Yeah, we actually have 2 different umpires in the game for a little bit of variety, so that should be pretty cool. And then we've got the final screenshot here of selecting a pitcher, selecting a batter. We've got build a winning lineup. And then, just for a little bit of flavor, we decided to throw some of the baseball cards along the bottom there. So you can see when you see this all in one shot here, it sort of tells the story of a game. You've got, pitching, you've got hitting, you've got running, and then, the final screenshot is sort of like really leaning into the baseball card side of things. But if you look at that last screenshot, the X button in there doesn't look great. So we actually had Jennifer sort of cycle on it a bit and I decided to recapture those. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to switch those out. So turn off the old ones and pop in. Yeah, that crushes the closest you can get to damage in this game. That's right. So now I'm going to pop in the new ones that we captured. And John actually had a thought about this too. He's like, well, you've got that empty space at the bottom of the picture one. Why don't you put the batting in the back, the picture in the front, and then you can move the title down to the bottom. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to grab that title, which is building a lineup, and then I'm going to move it down to the bottom here, and angle it so that it fits in space a little bit better. Lines up right against the other card, boom, just like that. Move it over a bit, and there we go. Now we're going to build a winning lineup. That looks pretty good, right? What do you think, Krista?
Solid.
Solid. Solid as a rock. So yeah, that is pretty close to the final. We haven't submitted these to the App Store just yet, but we will very shortly. But there's one thing we forgot, and that is you got to have something on that front bit, which is, boom, outsmart your opponent during the stare down phase there. So yeah, so here's our little story of Bottom of the Ninth. It'll actually start with the app preview, and then that doesn't look like the right angle to me. Which one doesn't look like the right angle? Oh, measure twice, cut once. Yes, as I said, this isn't quite finished. I'll be definitely adding a little bit more to it just to make sure everything is exactly right before we finally submit to the App Store. Let's go ahead and save that so I don't lose my work. Cool. So yeah, so those are really sort of the two visual things that we do to prepare for an App Store release. We've got the screenshots, we've got the trailers, some sort of video, show off the Photoshop ruler. Oh, yes. All kinds of fun stuff. Oh, actually, there is one other thing that I think we can show, which is, actually, you guys will probably find this fun. So we've been working on the icon, and one of the things that we haven't really talked a ton about at this point is the icon. So maybe I'll show you a couple of the icons that we've gone through. To get to where we are now, I'll show you the current icon, which is going to be going into testing tonight. And that is... I'm in the Sentinels folder. No wonder I'm not seeing it. All right, PR marketing icon. Print icon. All right, so let's pop that open. Just give me a second here because Photoshop is currently using like 20 gigs of memory. Yes, so there it is. So there's the current icon that's going to be going in. There's one that's in there right now, which looks pretty close to this. In fact, I can pop that open for you guys, so you can sort of start to see how we've. Well, actually, here, why don't we go back? So here is the icon that we started with in testing, which is Whitney Worldwise. There's actually a number that we tried before this, but this was actually the first one that went out in testing. And so you can see we've got the character there, 2 dice, which was something that we were playing with for the first time around. Then we did another beta where we went back down to just a single die to make it a little bit more sort of baseball-y. So there it is with a single. Close that out. And then the last beta that actually has gone out is pretty close to the one that's going out right now, which I will show you here. Boom. And this is a character named, what was her name? Candace? No, not Candace. What was her name? From Daryl. Claudia T. Williams is who I knew it was a C name. And so you can see the sort of the contrast between these two. One, we got the die in the bottom corner. And the problem, the only real problem we had with this one was once you started getting to smaller sizes, it starts to get a little muddy and you can't really see the face. That was the thing that was, because the background, that cool sort of like old-timey sepia, was really sort of overpowering her because her colors of her face and her hair and even her uniform were kind of getting lost in that muddiness. So we said, all right, well, what if we really tried to contrast that background? And so you can see now, even when you take this one down lower, you really get a feel for, okay, well, there's a blue and there's a green and then there's the character. And so that's what we're testing. That's going to be going out in the beta that goes out tonight that everyone will be able to check out. And hopefully, with very few adjustments, I think we're really narrowing in on the final icon now. So, yeah, that might be a fun little thing for everybody to take a look at. Cool. All right, so let's quit out of Photoshop so that my computer doesn't have to be quite so chugging along. And I'm going to quit out of Final Cut as well. And then I think we're just going to play some baseball. What do you say, Krista?
That sounds good to me.
Cool. All right, feel free to ask any questions. Oh, yeah, some people are talking about, I like the thin white line around the border. It helps the icon not blend in the background. Yeah, that was sort of an actual happy accident that we sort of bounced into when we were playing around with it. And we realized that sort of matched her hat. Oh, yeah, John's saying it in the chat. It matched her hat. And we were like, oh, cool. Happy accident. Let's keep it. Good times. All right, so let's switch back over to... And actually, as a special bonus, let me know. I just turned the music up, so let me know if that is good or too loud or not loud enough. We're actually playing on device today. A lot of the times when we've been doing these tests, it's actually a Mac build that John has made that's just for testing. And so now we're actually playing directly on device. I'm going to be playing with Krista, who's also playing on a device right here. So you'll see me sort of like looking down here as I'm doing all this stuff. So I can hear things. It sounds good to me. Fantastic. Thank you. All right, so let's just play an exhibition game. So pop in. All right. Yeah, she's playing on the Handelabra games, and I'm playing on mine. I think I'm going to switch this because I want to be the batting team. And I think we'll skip support characters for at least for this first game. And I think we're going to do real-time contact because I think that's more fun. All right. So let's see here, batter-wise, who I want to do. I'm going to save Anvil McIver. I'm going to put him 4. Krista's, of course, choosing her pitchers while this is happening. We'll do Looking Worldwide from the icon right there. Molinoma, and then just going to randomize the other 3. Cool. All right, so that's going to be my lineup. We got Whitney Worldwide, Molinoma, Dan Martini, Anvil McIver, Hannah Kate, and K.C. Petty. Can we have a rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game sung by Jeremy and John in the game? No. No, you can't. Oh, I just caught a glimpse of myself, and I forgot to mention this cool bottom of the 9th hat. If you're going to be at Gen Con, you have the opportunity to get one of these. It's going to be a promotion that we're doing where we're going to give them out. We'll explain how we're going to give them out and who's going to get them and how you could score one for yourself, probably in a blog post in the next few days. And we've actually already had a request for us to sell them online for people who can't make them at Gen Con. We'll see. If people like them at Gen Con and it seems like we could actually sell them and make some money, we will absolutely consider doing that. But for the moment now, it's really just going to be for this promotion. So let's submit the lineup and see what we're going to do. All right. Now, she's actually in the same room with me, so I actually got to cover some things so that I'm not trying to cheat. All right, so she's going to pitch. When I was playing against Daryl last week, I pretty much guessed every single one of his pitches. Oh! She fooled me.
Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice.
He won. Are you hearing the sound and everything?
No.
All right.
Which
Let's
is
just double check, make sure that they say they can hear it all right. Does that sound decent? Hearing it in the background?
Now I can.
Yes.
Yes.
You hear it good?
Yeah.
All right.
I
I can't monitor because if it comes to the speakers, it'll be screwy. So she's got my headphones on, so she's going to get them on. All right. Because of the pitcher now, I don't get to pick, so I'm just going to randomize my selection. Uh-oh. It's 2 in a row. B3. Oh, right, I have auto rolling turned on. Actually, yeah, let me show you that real quick. So if you go into the options, you can turn on automatic rolling, which was something that John thought would be a really cool idea because in this game, 99 times out of 100, rolling is something you're gonna do no matter what. It's not a decision typically, it's just the next thing that happens. So I had that turned on. I'm gonna turn it off though, because I like rolling. All right. Man, I feel like Daryl. Oh, and I see that we're all tied up at 4-4 here. It used to just be 0-0, but I know that we were planning on changing that up, so it looks like that's been done. Oh yeah, AAA graphics. Yeah, so that's you actually have the opportunity to change the level of graphics in the game a bit. Take it down to T-ball, and so you can see here now on T-ball, you can see there's not as much shadowing. This is just a way, like if your device is slower or you're having a hard time, using a battery or something like that, you can adjust that. take it up to All-Star. See what that looks like. Ooh, some right. Cool. So many shadows. Wow. All right, I am really not doing well.
I think this is how it went last time when we actually played it on tabletop.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, let's see here.
Strike 3.
Wah, wah.
Oh, you can't hear. Did you hear any of the calls yet? Which did we get? Did we get Dan or did we get Karen?
I can't hear any of the calls.
All right, I'll turn it on so you can hear the calls. Pitching team is deciding whether to gain up 3 relief or switch to their second pitcher. So right, that's the fatigue, or I guess the relief phase where she can sort of massage her arm a little bit and get ready.
Ooh, that startled me. Now I hear everything, but all I heard was at first it just went clap, clap, and it just...
Yeah. Ooh, come on. Yeah, keep it at S1. That's good. No, don't roll it for an S6. Come on. It's Dan. Thank you, John. I like having a take ball character last. Oh, okay, yeah. See, this is where I'm. I've been so caught up. Okay, good. I'll take that.
Nice.
Foul ball. Oh yeah, there's some background animations that I haven't seen yet actually. So there was a foul ball animation there. Yeah, I haven't had enough time to really get to know the characters. I've been too busy just actually like testing specific things, so I haven't had a chance to like get into really learning all the characters. Yeah, Chris has the magic touch. Okay, I finally broke her streak. I really do feel like Daryl here. All right, C5. All right, come on, 5. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Oh,
yes!
wow.
All right, so here's real-time rolling.
Ah! Oh no! The app accidentally hit something.
What'd you do? Are you out of the app?
I don't know. It crashed.
Oh. Your opponent left the match. Okay. Did you leave the screen yet? John, can I assume you would want a bug report of this? Again, remember, dev stream, everyone. Bug. It did crash when you tried to roll,
Yeah, it like closed up.
but did you like tap to roll and then it crashed, or did
Yeah.
it just crash? Okay. Crash when trying to roll. Details are required. Alright, do that successfully. Good. Now I'm going to do it from here. Close. Alright. This is why you guys come to the dev streams, right? You watch us submit bug reports. Other device crashed. Cool. Close. Alright, so let's try it again, shall we?
Oh, darn. It's going to start our match over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, let's see if she has still got the touch in another. Oh, yeah, I guess we can show off. Well, showing off past plays is actually gonna be a little tricky because it's not long enough. You know what? Pull your chair around here. Krista's gonna come and sit next to me so we can
Hang on.
pass play. Okay. Alright, so, and this is why John wants to show this off. Good?
Yes, I think I'm on something. There we go.
Alright, fantastic. So there's Krista. Yay! Alright, so let's home gameplay locally. Alright, so we're going to local player, and we will do real-time contact, so let's choose the lineup here. I'll be the pitching team, so I will pick
I am just going to do a random team though.
This a little bit forward so that we can do this without having to pull it out of the thing. I actually do have longer iOS cables, but he wants me to restart the app. Okay. Yeah, and there you can see like the more recent icon you can see there. So let's pop this open and start from the beginning. All right, does that sound better? Let me know, John. All right. Oh, rain delay, perfect. So we'll pop that open, and you are batting. So cool. All right, so now the way that it's going to work in pass and play, you see now it says batter, it's your turn, so that she can do what she's going to do without me seeing. Now, granted, I would be able to see it if I was looking at the screen, but I'm not going to. Very nice. Good?
Yep.
All right, so now it says pitcher's turn. You go, ready. So now I'm going to pick, well, she's already picked, so it doesn't really matter. She sees what this. Time to reveal. Each player token will be revealed. Ready. She seems to still have the touch, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so pitcher rolls. 6. Okay.
Alright.
Ooh, I haven't seen that part yet either. As I mentioned, I was out of town for a day, so there's a couple things I didn't get a chance to look at yet, but that's a cool way it focuses on that. All right, batter, it's your turn.
Alright.
Pitcher. Reveal. Man, what? Alright, so we'll roll here. You're probably hearing me double now that I'm even closer to the microphone.
Oh, hopefully not.
Ball 1.
Ball.
Yeah, so now you'll notice that the flow of the game is a little bit adjusted in pass and play mode, which is something that John thought was really interesting, and it actually makes a ton of sense because you don't necessarily want to be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So when it won't affect the outcome, we've changed the order a little bit. So you'll notice it starts with the batter, and then the pitcher goes, which is me, and then we reveal, and then it goes right into the pitcher's roll phase. So instead of pitcher pick, pitcher roll, batter roll, it sort of groups them a little bit, so there's a little bit less moving around. B6. That's not good. Did you double guess me again? I'm just not even going to pay attention.
I think so. I don't know.
Ball.
Oh, and then now, so there's actually a question about a training game, so we can do that after we finish this. We can show off training a little bit. Right, it's better.
Oh, right. Alright, your turn.
Ha-ha!
Ah, you have fooled me.
I got one. Alright, so then the pitcher rolls. Not doing great.
Ball.
Tied up at 7 here in the bottom of the 9th.
Alright.
We'll reveal. Okay, alright. You get to re-roll any pitcher die. That's my ability this turn. So it's a B1. I mean, I don't know why I want to re-roll that.
Yeah. Really can't do much there.
Yep. Strike two.
Strike.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm really waiting for contact so we can do some rolling.
Alright.
Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let's roll that pitch.
Ooh.
Ooh, C5, I like it.
Alright. Let's see.
I don't like it as much anymore. Alright, so
Ah.
Hero! Yeah, so that's what's fun about this is like you both sort of like tapping on the same device. It's fun times. All right, I get 3. I like this new animation where it comes up like that. That's awesome. All right, batter, take it away.
All right.
Okay. +1, -1. Alright, so there's some questions here. Training is in-app and not a separate learn-to-play app like SOTM. Yes, so it is. The training is in this app. That's how you sort of learn how to play. There's a batting training and there's a pitching training. There will not be a separate free like learn-to-play edition like Sentinels. At least not yet. We'll see. You know, we're launching this as it is. I think we've mentioned it's going to be $4.99. You get all the cool stuff in it. Hopefully there'll be enough videos online, videos like this that'll sort of teach you how to play. But, you know, we'll analyze it. We'll see what people think. And, you know, if we think it would make sense to release a free version at some point, we might do so. All right. Yeah.
I'll try my luck at a reroll. That did not help.
Swing and miss.
Strike.
Yeah, I like the way it goes, like picture batter, but not quite as much.
Mm-hmm. All right, there you go.
Let's see here. Reveal. Yes.
Oh, you fooled me.
Did finally. Alright, so let's see here. E2. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Darren 20,500 asks, is this multiplayer only? It is not. Actually, yeah, so there's 2 more things I guess we can show off. We got plenty of time after we finish this this game. So you were talking about training. We can show off the training a little bit. And then I can also show off that there are some AIs that you can play against. There's actually 3 AIs that you can play against. Unless that's changed in the last 48 hours, which John can tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's still 3. Alright.
Ooh, you got me.
I get 2 strikes. Yes. Alright, see what you can do with that.
Oh boy. I can't do anything with that.
Strike 3.
Good times. Alright, King Lonnie is out. And I'm gonna give some feedback. Will be a new batter.
I think you might have me this game. It's getting close.
Let's see.
All right, your turn.
I got fun on this matchup. Yes.
The tables have turned.
Okay, so you can choose to take the pitch. So this is your trait. Before the pitch is rolled, Casey may announce that he's taking the pitch and not swing.
Nah, not gonna do it.
Alright. E3. Alright, spitball. Set any S pitch to C2 before the next pitch. Roll the control die. The result of 1 straw is rejected. Alright, so let's just do what we're going to do here. So let's put this down to B1.
Oh man, these B1s you're giving me. Ah.
Strike.
Really? I love how and this is Jen who did this. I love how the batter's like. Okay, alright, so I get to roll the control die. No ejection. Good times. Alright, batter. Batter. So, alright. Taking a pitch.
Yeah, I'll try. Let's try taking a pitch.
Yeah, see, in this case, I would like to roll an S, but I think with a B, just gonna be a ball.
Ball.
Bummer. Evil Dice Monkey says, so what's the Handelabra Games booth at Gen Con looking like with the launch on the first day of Gen Con? Are you baseball theme heavy? Yeah, I mean, basically, if you've seen our booths at Gen Con in the past, it's basically going to be the same. It's going to be that little chunk of the side of Greater Than Games booth. We will still have Sentinel stuff there because, Sentinels is still a thing and people still like it. We'll be selling the soundtrack CDs from Sentinels, but yeah, there will be a big, tall, bottom of the ninth display. And of course, that's the giveaway. More on that coming soon. You should join our mailing list or follow us on Twitter or Facebook or something, and you will find out what that is all about.
Alright, I'm just gonna try taking a pitch again.
Right, 2.
Ah.
That better.
Alright.
Oof. Went for my ace pitch, but she was not fooled. Yeah, I wouldn't take a pitch now.
Nah.
1 and 2. 4.
Alright.
Still no contact. Contactless game.
Ball.
It's alright, I'm okay pitching a no-hitter. Oh, right. So now, actually, yeah, I should mention, oh, wait, that was,
It's alright.
I took yours.
Doesn't matter.
Well, anyway, the thing I wanted to point out, because that's what I was going to do, so we'll just have that work out. I was kind of confused for a second, which is why I did, but if you look here, you'll notice that she's fully fatigued, but Straw's trait is that she may throw her spitball even when fully fatigued. However, if she rolls a 1 to 3, she gets ejected. So let's find out if that's going to happen. Uh-oh.
What's this, Casey? At the bat.
Yeah, you're not going to want it.
No.
Ball.
How come I didn't get ejected? She's ejected on 1 to 3. I thought I was supposed to be ejected. Maybe John will tell me what's going on there. Maybe I'm misreading how that's supposed to work. Ugh, E6.
Walk to victory.
Walk.
Well, walk to first base.
Right. But the game continues.
I love that little
Oh,
music.
I didn't get both tokens. That's right. She got both tokens. But okay, we're going to change the picture. Up comes Manny. I always get to use the +1/-1 control versus left-handed batters.
I love his name, just
Yeah.
Manny Burgerhead.
Got my number. Go up. See what we can do.
All right, contact.
Here we go.
Oh,
Safe.
I always accidentally do that.
I know, because you're trying to hit a bunch, and so you kind of trigger another tap as you're doing it. I had a 6 too, and I almost had it, but you beat me to it. All right, so now we got runners on first and second.
This is almost exactly how the Indians game went last night.
Is
They,
it?
they had 2 outs, and the first and second bases filled. And I think they had a ball or 2 balls or something. And then they got a home run, and they brought it home. It was a 1-0, and then they won the game at the bottom of the 9th inning at 4-1.
Aha. Yeah, I went to the Indians game on Sunday in my bottom of the 9th hat, and we lost bad. was like 9-1 against the Yankees. Not good times for the Tribe here in Cleveland. All right, C5. Yeah, so this is
right.
Melanoma. You can pick either 1 or a 4. Neither of which are going to help you here because once you pick it like that, you're saying this is going to be it.
Yeah.
You can't modify it after that. So.
Well, I got a reroll, so let's try that.
I've got more contact.
Ah.
Out. Oh, we got an error. Array index is out of bounds. But that's okay, because I still won. Yay!
Good game.
I assume, John, you would like a report on this one as well? Well, I will send that in a second. So here you can also now you can see this is complete Greek to me. I have no understanding whatsoever of how this is laid out. But I'm told that people, and actually John says, oh yeah, people who watch baseball games, they love to like keep track of all this stuff. And the people who were sitting right in front of me actually had one of these sheets out, and I was watching them fill it in and stuff. So like, not that I didn't believe John, but I've now seen it myself. All right, so let's go to the menu and send feedback. Reception, drone. We'll call that on. Oh, I do it down here. Man, why can't I take that? Exception. Alright, close. Okay, so the two other things that people had wanted to see were spring training. Boop. So yeah, there's two different ways to do spring training. You can learn to bat. And the way that this works is it's kind of like if you guys have ever played, did you ever play, it's that Infinite Runner. What's it called? It's like it's like one of the first like really big iPhone hits. It's, I don't know what it's called. I have it on my iPad, my kids love it. But whatever it is, it gives you, aside from trying to run, you're also trying to fulfill specific goals. So if you look on this, it's going to give you 2 goals here. So right now we're trying to either make contact or take a ball. And then you just sort of swing until you do that. You guess one, but the pitcher fooled you on the other, so it's sort of teaching you how the tokens work. And the pitcher will roll. B6. It's going to be hard for me to take a ball on B6, but... Is it possible? Use your abilities. Boom. There we go. Awesome. So I got a ball, which means I accomplished that goal, and then it gets filled with another goal. I also took a ball using ability, which is a separate one. Like you can get a natural ball or a ball where you use your abilities to get it. So I accomplished 2 of the goals. So now I've got another one now, earn a walk. Let's see, I think he's going to go for that. Oh, I got neither one of them. So let's see what we get on the pitch. B5. Alright, ball 2.
Ball.
That's good. The opposite of, oh, not good there. Another B. B5 though, again, this is going to be tough, especially since I don't have any abilities. The 3, so that's going to be, oh, no, that's right, I'm sorry, I had it backwards, yeah, so that was not a strike, it was a ball. Let's go 9 away.
I love the little batter and pitcher art as like the training characters.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
adorable.
Guess both correctly, so let's see if we can make contact here. Nope, nope, B5, that's okay, so maybe I'll get my... Why not? Flip 2, boom. Earn a walk! Oh, and use your MVP ability is another one. There we go. So yeah, so that's how batting works. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Let's actually, so we'll go ahead and back out and I'll show you pitch training. So hop in here and go to learn to pitch. So this is the pitching warm-up. Tap where you want to throw the pitch. It shows, it sort of walks you through this. Again, same thing, training goals here. So throw a strike with an S or throw a strike with a B. So let's do my ace pitch here. Gotta guess one but not the other. So I've got an S5, and I can take that up to S6. Make it really hard. I'm talking a little bit about how fatigue works. Talking about what an S means. We're gonna get a strike. Boom.
Strike.
Batter missed. Goal accomplished. Throw a strike with S. Yay. And I throw a strike with abilities. So yeah, so you can sort of get a feel for this is sort of how it trains, and you can actually go through this as many times as you want. And it actually, if you try to go through, start a regular game without going through this, it sort of chides you. It says, no, you should go to spring training. What was the other thing we said we were going to show? I'm trying to remember. We said, okay, we're going to show spring training. And then we were going to show, help us out, chat. What was the other thing we said we were going to show?
What was the thing that we were gonna do?
We've shown pass and play. We've shown spring training.
Was it maybe something in options, like a certain
Oh, playing
setting?
against the computer. Right. Okay. So yeah, when you come into here, you can change who's going to be playing against you. So like, we had it set up to 2 local players, but we can also set it to be an easy AI opponent, medium, or hard. Because we'll play against hard just for seeing what the support characters back in. Random, just to do it. So I got Doc Mullins. Let's pop her open and see how that works. So the way that these characters work is that they have what's called influence. The home team has influence. The oh yeah, I can show that too. I'll show that in a minute, John. And then away team. So if you're playing as the home team, you get stretched out batters +1 speed on contact with a swing result of 2 or 3. If you're the away team, you apply some pressure starting at pitcher fatigue token start above the fatigue track, so you get like an extra layer of fatigue.
I did not know that until today. I
It
looked
was like a bug, and you're like, is that a bug?
Yeah, I like took a screenshot and I
Yeah.
made a card and I'm like, I think this is a visual glitch, but John let me know. He goes, nope, that's how it works.
Cool. Alright, so I'll back out and show that real quick. So, go to the manager's office here. So yeah, so we'll turn automatic rolling back on, and then I'm going to turn on the static background. Oh, and then this last thing down here where it says instrumental music, you can actually hear the real full with lyrics version of the song. Did that switch over?
Yep.
Awesome. But we decided that as great as this song is, like especially if you're like setting up a game or you're trying to even like read the help, hearing the lyrics, people talking words might mess with your ability to like concentrate on things. So we set it in options, and you can just switch right back to that. And of course, then there's animation speed. All right, so let's go local. Our computer, support characters, choose lineup, random, submit. All right, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, so if you see in the background there, no, you got no animations happening. Yeah, and as John is saying out there, the medium is based on the manager's challenge rule card. Then there's easy, and then there's much harder. Break one. Yeah, so this is basically a mode for if A, saving battery, or B, if you're really just one of those people that's really just into the nuts and bolts of the specifics of the game and playing it. You're not so interested in all the cool little animations that we work very hard on, so you shouldn't turn this on. And by we, I of course mean absolutely everybody but me, because I'm the marketing guy. Hey, marketing guy, contact!
Oh. Yes.
Good. Alright. We got the pinch hitter. Oh, that. Yeah, the AI always guesses exactly what you're doing. Okay, C4. Auto roll there. 2 of 4. Love it. Level swing. Treat C pitches as S pitches. No. We don't want to do that.
Out.
So close.
So close. I'm not talking about the pinch hitter. He's not throwing his pitch in, so let's see about that. So we can re-roll if I need to. S4. Auto roll 2. Definitely re-roll that. 6. Crush it! Alright. Come on, crush. 5. I'll take it. That's double, so we got runners on second and third.
Woo.
Let's keep that going. Yeah, we'll be accused of the AI cheating. Absolutely. That's just the way it is. Come on. No, I don't know what to be right now. Flip to S. And you'll also notice it tells you with the check mark what the result is gonna be. So like if you have a much clearer picture of sort of what you're going for. Way the long way. Keep going. Oh, they're talking about scoring and stuff. All right. Yeah, we want a ball. That's fine.
Ball.
Count is 1 and 1. We got 1 out. 1 out. Away. It's 5. They're gonna modify it to a 6. Ooh. Favoring that. But nope. Man, this AI is cheating. I can't believe it.
It's almost like we set it to hard.
Yeah, what kind of a random number generator is even in this thing? And I'm out. Alright, it all comes down to this. We got 2 outs, 2 men on. Pitch, not quite. Come on, 6. Come on, 6. And again, come on, 6. Come on, 6.
Oh.
Strike 1.
Strikes.
Alright, tell you what. Finish this game out.
Oh boy.
Make it happen. Smash it on Kindle Fire. No, don't smash the Kindle Fire. I'm gonna watch on the screen.
Let's try re-rolling that.
This.
Oh, this is okay. Let's try re-rolling that again. Nope, that didn't do it while out of time. All right, we got one more chance.
Strike.
What's gonna? Yeah, I feel like you've got a much better chance now that that pitcher's tired. Okay, good. You can do it, Krista. I believe in you. You'll earn that J at the beginning of your name yet.
Okay, let's try re-roll.
Nice. Oh, holding on.
Maybe we can walk to the plate.
Very excited. And that's going to be a ball for sure.
Ball.
2 and 2. These are those exciting moments in baseball where it's all coming down. Yeah. Oh, B1. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh, you can go down 2. Nice.
Ball.
3 and 2. 2 men out.
Oh my god.
This could be the last pitch of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
The pressure is on.
Yes, it is. All right. Okay. Yep. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
There walks. Oh boy, people. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going up with? Who's he going up?
He's
Okay,
a
yeah.
left, so should I pitch right or left?
Up to
Or
you.
bat, right or left, I should say. I don't know.
I don't know. Left versus left might be interesting.
All right, let's
Yeah.
try it.
Bases loaded. You got this.
Nope, did not guess that at all. Contact 4.
Rough.
No.
Strike one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Nice. One, not good.
Nope, not good at. Oh boy.
Yeah, what is intimidating, sir?
I'm trying to read again. Stab fatigues the pitcher 1, and re-roll swing. Okay, I
might
was
as well, because you're going to want to re-roll anyway, so...
Yeah. Oh,
It's
well.
strike, but now you've got a really good chance of knowing where it's going now.
Let's see, yeah,
50-50.
he was low and away. Let's try to go inside.
All right.
Please roll bad. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. Ball 1.
All right, this pitcher is tired. So now it's our game to lose now. We got 2 outs, bases loaded. The 1 and 2 count. 2 and 2 count.
Might just
Oh.
walk to victory.
There are a maximum of 2 pitches left in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Okay.
No, that's all right.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, ball. Okay.
It all comes down to this. You watch, it's gonna be a foul ball, and we're gonna keep going.
Oh my
Come
god.
on, rolling S. S1, 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 S1.
Oh my gosh. Okay, B5.
And we're walking to victory, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind that at all.
Nope. Game over. Home team wins.
Against the hard AI. Take that. What?
What?
What? All right, cool. All right, so that was, I think that's about good. We're at about an hour, so thank you everybody for joining us. Remember, Bottom of the Ninth comes out August 17th. That's next Thursday, first day of Gen Con. Thanks for joining me, Krista.
No problem.
You get to see a little bit of how we do our job, which is, I didn't need to turn that off. Let's turn that back on. Which means, things like, prepping the marketing copy. And that's actually one thing we didn't talk about was like writing copy. Because it's like, oh, watch us write copy. This is a Google Doc. This is how we type. We figured we'd skip that part. But you get to see some of the video editing. You got to see making the screenshots. You get to see the game in its almost finished state. Obviously, still a couple bugs to squash, but we're going to do our best to get those fixed ASAP. Check out bot9digital.com. Tell your friends. Join the mailing list. And check it out for next Thursday. Anything else I should mention?
I think that covers it.
Yeah, follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook. Check out all the other shows here at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. We've got shows Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, obviously here Wednesday. Actually, next Wednesday, I'll mention this. This show next Wednesday, so next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, is going to be pretty much just John, I think. And he's going to be actually going even further behind the scenes and sort of showing you how the game is put together in a really, really cool way. Because the rest of us are all going to be at Gen Con. So definitely tune into that if you're looking to learn even more about Bottom of the Ninth right before it goes live next Thursday. So thanks everybody, and we will see you out there. Bye.
Bye.